All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Sanchez here again, here to help you guys with the second part of our lesson 20-3. In part 1, we focused on multiplying, but today we're going to be focusing on the dividing with radical expressions. Not only are we going to focus on dividing, we're also going to focus on what we call rationalizing denominators, all right? But before we begin, I'm just going to tell you guys, if you need any more help, just remember you can always email me or contact me on Schoology. Alright, let's just go straight into our examples. Example 1 is going to be, what happens if we have the square root of 6 divided by the square root of 2? Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. When you have a square root on the top and a square root on the bottom, like here, like top and bottom, you can combine it. So you're going to have the square root of 6 over 2. I'm sorry. 6 over 2. And remember, 6 over 2 is just 3, because whenever you have a fraction, all it's asking us is to divide the top number by the bottom number. In this case, we're going to be dividing 6 by 3, and so it's like 2, and we're going to get the answer is 3. And just like that, we're done. Let's go on to a harder example, all right? We're going to have example B. It says you have 2 square root of 2 over 3. No, I'm sorry, this is wrong. It says it's going to have 2 root 10 over 3 root 2. So what we're going to do first is we're going to separate the rational part from the irrational part. So that means we're going to split up our fraction. This is going to equal 2 over 3 times 10 over root 2. All right. We can then continue this. We're going to keep this 2 over 3 on the outside. And we're going to combine 10 over 2. And what's 10 over 2? That's 5. Half of 10 is 5. And so this becomes square root of 5. And just like that, we are done. All right, now we're just going to go on to our final example. Let's see if I can get some space here. Example 3, or C. It's gonna be what happens when we have a bigger number. All right, so we're gonna have 8 square root of 24x squared. 24x squared. Sorry about that. That was my phone. Over 2 square root of 3. First, we're going to divide the normal parts. We're going to have 8 over 2. All right, and then we're going to have this multiplied by 24x squared over root 3. All right, we know that's going to, 8 over 2 is 4. And then we're going to combine the fractions. All right, and then 24 divided by 3 is 8. So we're going to have 4 square root of x squared. And we know 8x squared is equal to 4 times 2. And x is x times x. Right? And then we got to split this up even more. 2 times 2 times 2x. All right. And we're going to take out 2 2's. So 2 2's. They're going to go outside. And 2 x's. Those are both going to go outside. So we're going to have 2 times x. So then we're going to have 2 times x with 4, which is 8x square root of 2 as our answer. I'm sorry I ran out of space. I can go over it again, and I will. All right, let's go over this one more time. We have 8 square root 24x squared over 2 root 3. we can split this up as 8 over 2 times 24x squared over 3. Oops. All right. We know this is equal to 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then we're just going to combine this next part. 24x squared over 3. All right. We're going to continue over here. 24 over 3 is 8. So we end up with the following. 8x squared. We then have to put this in prime factorization. We got to do that. So we're going to have 4 square root of 4 times 2 and then x times x. And we're going to break up that 4 again. So 2 times 2 times 2 times x, and then this is 4. Which we can now start taking things out, and we're going to do it one at a time. So we're going to take out this. That's going to go outside. 2 times 4, square root of 2xx. 2 times 4 is 8. And now we're going to take out 2xx, all right? We're going to take out an x. So these are here. These are going to come out. They're going to come out right here. And we're going to have 8x square root of 2. And that is our final answer. All right, and this is part 2. This is the dividing. After this, you can go ahead and do the assignment. And then the assignment that's combined with this will be try these B on page 309. All right. And you will use what you're going to use is pretty straightforward. Again, separate sheet of paper. With a name on it. And you'll submit on Schoology. With photo / image. Alright, so that's the first half of the assignment. This is part 1. The other assignment you're going to do has to do with rationalizing the denominator. So let's go ahead and focus on that part. We're going to focus on rationalizing the denominator. So we're going to focus on that right now. We're going to do rationalize. That's not how you spell rational. Rationalize the denominator. All right. Well, I want my pencil right. All right, there you go. All right, and that's pretty straightforward. It's just we're simplifying our expression to get a perfect square under the radicand in the denominator. So basically all we're saying is if you have square root of A over square root of B, this is going to equal to square root of A times square root of B over square root of B times square root of B. So then we're going to get square root of AB over B. This is all we're looking for. All right, we just don't want... This is all we're looking for. We just don't want to have... This is all we're looking for. We just don't want a... no radical on the bottom, basically. in denominator. That's all we're doing. All right. So it's gonna be pretty straightforward. All right. I'm gonna give you guys one example before you guys go ahead and do your assignment, and that's gonna be this example. So I'm gonna call this example. It's gonna be square root of 5 over square root of 3. All we're gonna do is multiply top and bottom by the square root of 3. All right. So we're gonna multiply top and bottom times square root of 3 times square root of 3. This is going to become square root of 15 over square root of 9. And we both know that the square root of 9 is 3. And this is our answer. That's all it is. If you need to simplify, go ahead and simplify. But other than that, you're going to be fine. You're going to do the assignment attached to this is try these C on page 309. And you're going to, so this is your assignment, all right? You're going to do try these C and try these B. All right. Also on page 309. Do on separate sheet of paper. Well, same sheet of paper. And submit on Schoology. Submit on Schoology. Alright? Should be pretty straightforward. Alright, guys, stay safe, wash your hands, and stay away from other people. Don't go out. I mean, unless you have to. Alright, guys. Sanchez out.